Yeah, here's a nice project for tomorrow. So I have this garden wagon kind of thing. They're kind of handy at times. Not the strongest device. You don't want to put too much weight on them. The metal is kind of thin, but it does have, where you can take off these side grates or just fold them down. So it's handy. It's kind of rusting away. They didn't have the best finish on it. But I bought this years ago, and I used to haul it at shows. I would use this to haul, many pounds of rugs, and including the loom. I would run it out on this. But it started getting, well, first one tire used to go flat. Now it's down to 3 tires go flat. There's one of them that holds air. Now the funny thing is, these are actually tube type tires. And tube type tires don't usually go bad. Tubeless, yeah, they'd be, they're flat within a year. You can't hold air in them. So I'm curious to see what kind of piece of crap tube they got in there. But I bought 4 new tubes for a total of $24. And I'll stick them in there and get a little more use out of this thing. But these are the kind where the 2 halves of the rim are held together with bolts. So I'm going to have to pull them off. Yeah, I don't think I can do them. No, I'm going to have to take the nut off the axle. So that's going to be fun. And then those bolts are self-lockers and rusty. I put WD-40 on them. But the bearings seem to be good yet. So that's something. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just I know they're going to be, the bolts are going to fight me. It ain't bad if you do 1 or 2 of them. 4 of them in a row. Well, I suppose I could skip the one. The one that still holds air. Do 3 of them. I'll do that one last and see if I'm up to it. But, when you're talking about tubeless tires versus tubed, a lot of, like the new wheelbarrows, they'll always come with a tubeless tire. And they never hold air. They go flat. You're constantly having to pump them up. First thing you have to do is put a tube in them. And that's what I should have done with this years ago. But I'll put tubes in it now. But it is funny, like I say, these are a tube type tire. I can feel that's a tube in there. They just got to be a really cheap tube. But, odds are it's Chinese, and they would use as cheap a tube as they can. I'm kind of impressed that they even put a tube in them. Because the normal thing would be, make it tubeless, save a couple bucks. But that's a good project for tomorrow morning when it's cool.